Hello and welcome back to Forts, and today we're going to be playing around with the Tiny Cannons mod. So a lot of you guys know that I really do like my cannons, and these tiny cannons I think are just going to let me have more and more cannons, because most of the time whenever I play a match I can't actually, afford this space in my base to fit a lot of cannons, and I think with these tiny cannons, which we have to get, we have to go all the way up the tech tree for these. Well with these we're gonna be able to fit them in a lot of places, because they're really tiny. Like, they fit in a 1x1 box. Like, you see this little grid space here? It fits inside of that. Just that one tiny little space. It's like a half of a box here at Forts. So it's gonna be... We're gonna have a lot of these guys sticking out all over the place. And I think we could use some extra firepower from that. So we'll see how well they actually work. Looks like we have some opponents who are actually fairly experienced at the game. Like, they already have a sandbag defense with turbines, and I assume they have a technology down. I wasn't paying attention to them. Yeah, there go the sandbags. Okay, I should probably pay more attention to them, because they're clearly not inexperienced at the game. So that's actually quite nice. I do like it when we face off against players who are more experienced at the game. That means I can actually do more things instead of just, build a laser, win game. It's a lot more entertaining, and I think it's a lot more enjoyable for you guys as well. So we're going to be going for these tiny cannons, and at this point I'm just going to be waiting for the technology to kick in. I do actually have the time here to build one of these, and also a battery. And that's just so I'm not floating too many of these resources away. Now, I don't really mind so much about floating energy away, because we have such an excess of it, and I can't actually stop myself from having an excess of it, that it's not too big of a concern. And but the problem is, if I don't build this turbine, then we don't have enough energy by the time we need to put this down. So I kind of have to build a turbine, but if I build a turbine, then I have too much energy. So it's just kind of the way it goes. So now I need to start setting myself up to build these tiny cannons. I don't actually have a base design for these tiny cannons. I'm just going to kind of start building things and hope it works out. So I'm going to really work on building my foundation here, leaning the base back a little bit so the weight is off the front, and have these ropes pull it back, and then start building something that works for this. I don't actually know what to build for it, but we're gonna be building. Alright, so let's build out. That way we're all nice and protected from things. Build this up for our own turbine protections a little bit later. There we go. Across here. Now this is where I need to start building like 1x1 boxes. There. Like so. And then need to sell this back there. And then fit this guy right in the middle. Oh, no, connect you first. There we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so let's try this. Let's try this again. On here, and then there we go. Now we have our tiny little boxes here. And this is some real dense wood spam on top of it, so we're gotta be real hard to penetrate that with any reasonable amount of power. So we'll go ahead and repeat the same process here. There we go. We should be able to put also tiny doors on this, because doors can get real small like that. Let's go ahead and put our first couple cannons down here and there, and looks like having a hard time. These boxes aren't quite perfectly sized, so they're not perfect. Looks like we can't quite fit everything in the right spot, but that's, that's fine. I do have some machine guns peppering me, but I don't really have anything exposed that they can hit, so I don't really mind so much. He's welcome to that. Oh wow, these guys complete building real quick. Okay, that makes my life easier. Wow, they're also not light. Like, they're not... They're, for as tiny as they are, they also have some mass to it. You can see they're actually leaning my base forward. So I don't think I'm going to be able to put doors on this, just because I didn't design this in an ideal way. And I'm definitely going to need a lot more energy, because I just realized they take 1,200 energy to fire. So, okay, so more turbines on top of this. And we can have enemy cannons coming up pretty quickly here. He's just sitting on me with that machine gun. It's not costing me anything of significance to repair these guys. So it's cost me more than it is for him to fire, but it's still not slowing me down enough to be worth a significant response out of it. At least definitely not worth putting down a door on these guys, because that would cost a lot of metal to do. Like, a door is, 200 metal just to have a door on the front of a standard block, and I don't really want to do that. So now we have all these guys. I actually can't really select them because they're so small. So I'm using tab here to select. There we go, and then shift clicking them all together once they have the priority. Alright, and let's go ahead and fire. Ooh, yep. I need more turbines. Okay. I can't build any more to the left because my teammate is in the way, and well, he's not made his base out of background bracing, so I can't really do much in the way of stopping his base from getting in the way of my turbine. So I'm just gonna have to live with building up and forward. I'm going to be getting some of these here with the turbines. Notice how he's no longer shooting at me, and it amounted to not much, if anything. So I don't. It's fine. He can keep doing whatever he's doing, which is spending his time and energy on something that's not going to end the game. I think we finally have enough energy to fire these now. Yes, there we go. Oh dear. Yep. So I didn't get to fire all of them, but it turns out hitting a base with 6 of these tiny cannons, it's kind of destructive. I need to set up another one of these here, because I do not have nearly enough energy production to field these constantly. Yep. I can only fire 1 set. Oh geez, it's so much. Well, we've got extra metal laying around because well, we're spending all of our energy, but not all of our metal. So I can afford to do this. I need to be spending it on turbines, but I don't have a good place to put them. Yeah, that's not going to work out very well. Okay, let's just go ahead and fire them one by one then. Yep, that's nice. So I'm going to go ahead and use the commander ability here. Because we're using overdrive, it's double resource production, which means I now have a lot of resource production. Ooh, let me go ahead and pull down this guy. So it looks like somebody quit. I don't know who did. Good. Let's see, it was someone on team 2, probably this guy, because he was the one getting shot. Oh, no, he is repairing, so it's this guy over here who's given up. Oh, I guess he really didn't like facing off against the tiny cannons. Let's go ahead and just get some additional turbines up here, as well as an upgrade center, so we can upgrade these guys. Yes, there is some flashing down there. A little bit concerning, but I'm not going to be doing anything that's going to be adding significant amount of weight. So it's not too big of an issue, and any amount of damage he does to me will be removing weight, so it's alright. Additionally, I can pull back the base a little bit by adding some counterweight here. Let it rotate back, and you see how it's no longer all red and flashy. Well, that's fine. So we've already... I'm not so concerned about what he's doing right now, because if you guys noticed, we actually destroyed his cannons and his weapons and a lot of his economy. So we don't have to worry about him hitting us with things for the moment, because he just doesn't have things. And we could just kind of destroy him at our leisure. Yeah, that's going to be here. It's going to be a lot. Go ahead and continue securing all of these things. Still need to work on energy production a little bit. I'm going to sell this off now that I've got something in the back. I was trying to aim for his production up here, just to keep him a little bit more suppressed. Looks like he's got an energy shield on that, and the energy shields is seeming to do quite an excellent job at stopping these cannons from actually penetrating, which is what it is, and that's going to be the end. Teammate coming in with the large cannon to finish it off. And let's just go ahead and finish off this guy real quick. And, oh, he's still alive. Okay, so we'll go ahead and move on to the next round. And we're off to round 2, and this time it is only a 1v1, but we're still on the large map, just in case you want to go for some extra expansions. And we are going to be going for these tiny cannons once more, but this time I'm going to go a little bit harder on the rush. Because, well, I like the idea of having these cannons out real quick, and we are obviously against an opponent who's a bit more experienced, because he at least is trying to sell off the fronts, as I've been selling off my front a little bit, or recently, and it's worked out better for me. I've been able to get out the technology faster, but it is punishable. Like, I've seen someone do this and just hit them with an AP sniper for the win. Although, admittedly, that does require them to not flesh out their front a little bit. But I can see he's just putting down his turbine, so I think we are ahead of him. Yes, he hasn't built anything in the back to hide his technology, so he can't have his technology down yet. I'm going to see what he puts down, or not, because he didn't put it down right in the open like a good player. He's actually not covering him. He's actually covering up his things. Very good. So I can't see what he's doing right now, but he does have 4 mines and at least 1 turbine that we saw up top, so I know to look out for that. And we don't actually need to get storages, because the tiny cannons are cheap. they don't require additional storages for things. So I'm going to flesh out this back here to pull the base back and to start working on additional economy, but I don't have to spend the extra, well, resources on increasing my capacity. At some point, I'm going to want to increase my energy capacity so I could fire all these cannons, but we're not going to need to do that right now. It is a low priority task, which means I can spend my monies on defense, which is kind of nice, really. But at this point, I just need to make sure that I have enough economy to, not float, but also to purchase the new technology as soon as it's ready, like so. There we go. Now I'll continue with the defense. Oop, I didn't pull this back. Remember, I keep forgetting to rope myself to the rear, because otherwise, if I don't, then I lean forward too much, and then bad things happen to the front of my base, and it's not good. So for now, we just gotta start building up a place with a tiny cannon. So last time I did have a little bit of a problem with energy production, so this time I'm going to be not building so many cannons, because building that many cannons, I just can't fire them all. I'm gonna be doing this, like so, right in front of the base. And spread them out a little bit, because I don't trust my ability to make nice, small, tiny boxes. And then we can put our tiny cannons in there, put another battery down, separate from this battery so they don't chain react. I should actually just move this battery too while I'm at it. Let me go ahead and do that. What's he doing? Building more things. Yes, we'll see what that amounts to later on, I suppose. Okay, now these I should actually be able to get doors on without too much of an issue. I can put one here, one there, and then one there. Nice. Do need to defend these turbines sooner than later, because we're the 3-minute mark, and he's probably able to field weapons very soon. Generally how it goes. Go ahead and put this up here. Or should I say field dangerous weapons. Yeah, he still only has that turbine layer up top. And tiny cannon time. Let's go ahead and put you right here. Fit nice in without getting rid of any of our wooden bracing. Isn't that nice? We got 3 tiny cannons. Should just be able to bash him down from here. Let me go ahead and double brace this down here. We already have the cross bracing going across on most of it. I forgot to also cover the back of this up. So he just finished 3 things. Not sure what they were. Hopefully they were turbines, because I am not prepared to take a lot of hits right now. He just put down an energy shield, so his turbines are still vulnerable. Unfortunately, we don't have the energy production to do a constant barrage. So I'm going to invest a little bit more in these turbines before continuing to fire the weapons. If I had been a little bit more on top of my aim, I could have hit his energy production and done a bit more damage. And for now, I shall have to simply survive with not dealing the potential maximum damage. Let me put a turbine up here as well. I'm doing this first so that I can build it up later. Okay, so we need a total of 3,600 energy to fire all 3 of these cannons at once, which I am going to do right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that does a lot of really good splash damage. Notice it didn't break any of his metal, but that is not cheap to repair, so I'm okay with this. And they reload quite quickly, too, so I'm going to go ahead and build up and support this next turbine. There we are, and then continue the process of building out. So we are almost ready. He's building something up top, or something in his base. That sounded like a weapon placement. Yeah, that energy shield just bounces it. So as long as I can keep hitting the front of his base, it should be enough to start wearing him down. I need to get more turbines going. I would love to get an upgrade center, but an upgrade center costs a lot of energy, and if I were to purchase one of those right now, then I wouldn't have a whole lot of ability to fire back. There was the shot we're looking for. He does have a sniper in there, or had a sniper in there. If I can get a second set of doors on this, I would be very happy. So, there we go. Get another turbine. These turbines not at the greatest of percentage. It's just they're not high enough on this particular version of vanilla. The wind floor is quite high. I'm going to continue aiming high, so I can try to blow up his cannons and such. Activate commander ability, because that will help. We did blow up something of his. And didn't quite catch what it was. It looked like it was a weapon, but I'm not entirely sure, so that's something I have to keep an eye on. Good. We can now afford an upgrade center. Nice. And probably eventually some additional cannons. Yes, we just did blow up another one of his cannons. That's good. As long as we're keeping him suppressed here, we can continue getting further ahead. Remember, one of my favorite things. strategy games. Once ahead, get further ahead, and then come in for the finish when you have the opportunity. All right, so that will clear all of this out. Come on, finish. Thank you. And then go through these double doors. Yeah, that's we need to start changing our aim a little bit. Or just using something with a little bit more penetrative power to finish the game. That could work too. So let's go ahead and cover this up. That way nothing horrible happens to our core. I also do want an energy shield up there. But I kind of also don't want to sacrifice a lot of our energy production. Let us see. Why don't I just get a sniper just to antagonize him? Yeah, he's getting a lot of energy shields up there. So these should still damage energy shields. I'm gonna go full meme with this. So I'm not gonna use a weapon that's better for this. Oh, that was a very nice shot. So these should still damage energy shields, but they won't really do much in the way of finishing them off. Yeah, he's got those behind doors. Or at least I think he does. His sniper. Where's his sniper? Oh, yeah, those are some very small doors. That was a very nice shot on his part. Let me go ahead and cover this with background bracing. I should be firing my weapons right now. And he's doing a good job of keeping me suppressed. This is fine. Good for you. Let's just refire. Alright, let's go ahead and put an energy shield here and work on moving up. Go ahead and get another mine because this match is definitely going to be lasting a bit longer. Let's go ahead and put down some additional goodies here too. I'll go ahead and do this. I'll put some more cannons there. Alright, select please. Thank you. Fire all the things. You didn't fire. Please fire. Thank you. So for those who are unfamiliar with the energy shield mechanics, if you repair an energy shield, it shuts down, at least temporarily. So if I hit it with a cannon, or so, then wait for it to start repairing, I can then hit it again while it's repairing. Yes. Yeah, we're still breaking this, but it's not enough to collapse his base. I don't know why I was trying to repair his base there. That's it's not a good strategy. I think I'm just gonna have to aim at the top and then move up here. Yeah. You see how my energy shield is shut down right there? He could take advantage of that, and I could take advantage of that as well. Yeah, we're breaking things, we're doing damage, but it's not enough to actually finish him off. So I'm gonna try to maneuver up here. Expand to this location, and then build some more cannons up here, along with a lot more energy production because we need it. Look at this, we're sitting with all of these turbines. We're still sitting on almost not enough energy to be sustainable. So I'm just gonna invest more into, well, these guys. Let me go ahead and get a sniper here just to give him something to be distracted by. Make sure that he feels threatened. Not that I'm actually gonna do anything with it. Almost a waste of resources. More of a mind game than anything else. Come on, come on. Go ahead. Yay! Tiny cannon's not all that powerful, turns out. Nope, keep your door closed. Wow. You're doing really well on top of that. Ooh, nice shot. And trades. Okay, that's just fine by me. Let's go ahead and work on our... I'm floating resources. I know, I'm being bad. There we go, 92% efficient turbines. Activate commander ability, repair all these. Looks like nothing of significance was lost. Put an energy shield on you. Come on. There it is. And that should solve a lot of our energy problems. Hey guys, we just solved the energy crisis. Okay. Door finish repairing? It is. Let's fire these up here. Fire these up here. There we go. Okay, now time for more things. Solve this, and then I'm gonna make these a little bit bigger than one box high because I cannot trust myself to make it nice and perfect. Okay. Aim these high, aim for where he has stuff for me to hit that aren't energy shields, and we'll bash through his energy shields a little bit later. Okay, put this guy down. These things cost so much energy. Alright, these are on the high priority list to upgrade. Because those are of higher quality. And the ones down below still need 3,600 energy. There we go. Yeah, he's got these tiny braces down here, and they're very susceptible to destruction. Just need to aim a little bit lower. We should be able to continue doing more and more damage. Ooh. As long as this is background bracing here, he can't really harm it. Because the bullets all go straight through it. There's nothing there for me to protect. Wait, did he actually blow up one of my cannons? Oh, why didn't you fire? One of them decided they didn't want to fire. Ooh. Well, at least they like one shot. Oh, that's gonna be destructive. Ooh. Explosions igniting his base and doing some damage. Unfortunately, tiny cannons don't have much of an explosion radius. Let's go ahead and do this and this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. And then if I go one higher, I can get another cannon on top of that. These are just exposed for the moment, obviously. He's welcome to try to snipe them. They are quite tiny, quite difficult to hit, and I'm okay with just pounding away. I need more turbines before I continue going down this path. So long as these cannons down here remain undoored, then these turbines will be very, very effective. Risky, but you know, as long as I have these cannons down here, there's nothing really to stop me from destroying anything that could pose a threat to my turbines. Go ahead and do this and get a nice another protected turbine back here. Okay, so now you guys up here, you guys get a third friend. And fire all of this. You guys go on the next hotkey. There we go. Now we could really start destroying things. Now this should start being able to destroy these energy shields down here if we just hit them enough. Or apparently it's just going to break whatever's behind the energy shield with the splash damage. That's kind of an important note. We're giving it the big cannon treatment. Yeah, he's repairing the shield. Ooh, hoo, hoo. We got a hit behind it, but we're starting to really break things. There we go. We definitely need some more batteries as well. Alright, so let me just go ahead and get another one of these and another one of these, because making giant arrays of batteries in the base is a great way to make sure that everything explodes at once. Those energy shields are a little bit more durable than I hoped. Yep, and they're not taking much damage either. Okay, I need more energy. More energy production! All of these turbines were taking up the entire map in turbines. Upgrade these. Upgrade these. Also need more batteries as well. You know what? If he gets all the way back here, he's already won the game. It's... yeah, I can't stop this from happening. How much do these cost to fire metal? It's only 15 metal to fire, so I could keep up with that metal production pretty easily. Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright. Are we ready? Fire everything. Activate commander ability for extra resources. Go ahead and purchase one of these because I can, because we actually have a little more time to purchase a second one for free without getting punished by anything. And then fire all the things once more. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Finally hit critical mass and blew all the way through his energy shields, and that will be the end of this match. Alright guys, if you want to see more tiny weapon action, make sure to hit that subscribe button because we got a whole nother mod revolving around tiny weapons coming up pretty soon. But for now, have a good one, and I'll see you guys later.